Legend has it he was inspired to cry by watching late-night comedy after Trump's re-election. Yeah, there was a time when late night united the country around its shared love of ridiculousness. These days, late night might as well be hosted by a blue-haired chick crying on TikTok in a Subaru. Check this out.
It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech. It was a terrible night for poor people, for the middle class, for seniors who rely on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine, for NATO, for the truth and democracy and decency. And it was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him. And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
I got to say, he's very sensitive for a guy who wears blackface.
Well, thank God he wasn't wearing blackface that night, because the tears would have been everywhere. Yeah.
Now, luckily, Stephen Colbert, on the other hand, he took over for David Letterman, who was a devoted disciple of the notoriously apolitical Johnny Carson. So thankfully, people tuning into Colbert in search of some post-election laughs, they made the right call. Hit it with the hilarity, Stephen.
Hey there. How are you doing? If you watch the show regularly, I'm guessing you're not doing great. Yeah, me neither. You know, today, some people said to me, sorry you have to do a show tonight, which is nice of them to say, but I don't have to do a show. I get to do a show tonight. I'm so grateful to be with all of these talented people, those people over here, those people that you'll never see, with the audience and the Ed Sullivan, with you people at home, because especially at times like this, what do we most want to be? Not alone.
Yo, why even do a show? Why not just play the Everybody Hurts video by R.E.M. on loop for an hour? And I love how he says he's trying to be mindful of everyone's depression, but then he talks to them in a way that makes them want to pull the car into the garage and leave it running, okay? It's sick. But now there is a part of me, I mean this. I was telling Hannity this last night on his show. There's a part of me that doesn't want to bag on Kimmel and Colbert, because if they didn't suck so bad, Gutfeld wouldn't have such a huge show, which wouldn't have spawned this spin-off. Like, that's a true story. Greg walked in size 4 shoes so I could run, okay? But at this point, I think the only people watching Kimmel and Colbert are like terrorists being interrogated in Guantanamo Bay. So is it any wonder that the funniest show on TV now is Rachel Maddow? I think no. But seriously, so I watched that, and I'll come at it first to you, Danny, because you're a comic.
Sure.
Okay. Comedy, first and foremost, is there to unite people.
Yeah.
Okay, it's common culture where we put our differences aside to laugh at the end of the day. But above all else, it's self-aware.
Sure.
Like, if you were on TV saying Kamala Harris is going to win and she lost by that much, you should be opening by making fun of yourself.
Yeah, also there's a point to comedy, which is to make people laugh.
Yes!
Like, there's a specific point. The most ironic thing that Colbert said there is, which I don't think is kind of a cell phone, but he says, if you watch this show regularly, there's something wrong or whatever. And they're like, yeah, there is. Like, who watches Colbert regularly? Yeah, there is. It's dark if you're a regular Colbert watcher, that's for sure.
But that's where, like, they are, like, kind of derelict in their duty, because it's like, yo, first and foremost, Zioli, 72% of Americans thought the country was headed in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So the idea that you're this upset, this is like the equivalent of being mad that your wife fired Casey Anthony as the babysitter. It's a good day. It's actually a good day. If 72% of us have us going the wrong way, shouldn't this be upbeat?
But doesn't that show how out of touch these comedians in air quotes are with their audiences and the American people, and why, you know, you used to like watch them to relax at night and go to bed. Now there's no difference between them and MSNBC.
Yeah.
I mean, if you combine their ratings, you still don't get as high as CNN. That's how bad these shows are. And it's so predictably anti-Trump. That's why there's a Gutfeld, there's why there's a Failla, and it's why there's a Zioli and you two.
That's why there's a Zioli.
Because the truth of the matter is that we are counterculture now. Trump is counterculture. Think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's almost mainstream now. He
it might swing back.
But that's the
punk
point.
rock.
Yeah, he's been punk rock this whole time, but what they don't get now is the band is now playing arenas again. He won by so much. He won the popular vote.
Right.
This ain't niche anymore, Kate. You go to these parties. These are big bashes.
Yeah, I feel bad for the libtards of late night. And I think the writers here, I don't know, I took this as they were saying, we got nothing, just go out there and cry. We got nothing. This reminds me of that friend that promises she's so over her ex, I'm so over him, but that's all she can talk about. It's like,
oh my God, did you see what Donald did last night? Donald wanted to lecture you guys.
Like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel sitting on the floor, eating ice cream out of the tub, pulling up Trump's Twitter like, did you see what he did? No, but I'm so over it. I'm so over it.
I just posted a picture. He looks so happy, but not happy.
But this is the part that drives This is the part that drives me crazy too, Dan, as a comic. Okay, there's this self-righteousness to Kimmel saying it was a bad night even for the people who voted for him. They just don't know it yet. Dude, the groceries were 30% cheaper. The border was secure. Crime was down.
He was crying for NATO. Like, what are you, some geopolitical analyst now? Where you're like, oh, think of NATO. Oh. I mean, the only thing I could be charitable about is maybe he's on a bunch of lists and they're coming out now. And
well,
that's
what it comes back to for real is for him specifically. He is absolutely paying political protection money because he would be canceled in 2 seconds because of the Man Show.
Yeah.
He wore blackface just about every episode. They had girls on trampolines.
Girls on trampolines.
You can't survive in Hollywood right now, okay, if that's your take. So he comes out every night and gives some back a little tribute, like it's a mob movie, gives them a little taste.
Yeah.
And he has to do 20 minutes on Trump's the devil. It's like in his rider before he gets to tell jokes, which I assume happened in the D block. I mean, it didn't happen in the A, B,
I don't
and
think
C.
he did. Well, isn't that kind of similar with Howard Stern, right? Everything he did in the back, like lesbian dating games and the KKK guy, it's all erased from the history books.
Yeah.
And he's just anti-Trump now.
Yeah.
And he's able to hang out with A-listers, celebrities, or B-listers, B-plus celebrities, because they just pretend like that never happened. Same with the Man Show, same thing.
But that's
women
why,
jumping on trampolines.
But I know, but that's why self-aware people would either A, acknowledge that in their past, make fun of themselves for having poor judgment, and oh, look, it surfaced again.
Yeah.
You know, this is the worst judgment I've showed with women since the Man Show.
Yeah.
And you show that, but he didn't own it.
Right.
And honestly, any self-respecting comedian should be pounding the left. They told you men can have babies, okay? Then they took it a step further. Remember this, okay? They banked their whole election strategy on convincing dads to vote for their daughters' abortion rights. Imagine going into an American Legion and being like, hey, vote for me so some guy can have unprotected sex with your daughter. You're going to get beat up in the parking lot. Make fun of them. Anyway.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.